Happy Thanksgiving. This is Jenny Carr coming to you. I am an inflammation expert and the international best-selling author of Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet. And this is my baby girl, Chloe. So you guys, we wanted to talk about what happens after Thanksgiving, right? When you are not, if some of you may be trying to eat clean, anti-inflammatory, maybe you made some special recipes or had a plan going into Thanksgiving to eat a certain way, not to overindulge, to stay clean, whatever it may have been. And if you're anything like most of us, right, then you may have slipped a little bit. You may have eaten a bit more food than you planned. That was me for sure. You may have fallen off the clean eating wagon if that was your plan, or partially fallen off. And this is my Malamute howling in the background. And so I want to give you guys a few tips, right? The first thing is to notice your mind. So yesterday we had a beautiful anti-inflammatory meal with our family, with new recipes and old recipes that were so fun. But one in particular, one of the new recipes became our family favorite. And I ended up eating way more than I planned of that, and I got really, really full. So last night we had all went and sat on the couch. We were hanging out watching a movie, and I was so uncomfortably full. And I thought to myself, this is where we begin to catch the mind, become aware of the mind. I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I'm not eating, like, I'm gonna just have water and greens and a little bit of clean protein tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna do like a 2-day cleanse and just not eat very much and let my body reset. I'm so full, I can't imagine eating anything. Then this morning I woke up and I was still full, but I also wasn't feeling super great from eating all of the food. And so my mind said, when we don't feel good, it's so funny, we tend to want to reach for more foods that's like comfort foods, right? We want to comfort not feeling well. So we reach for foods that may not make us feel as well. So I had these paleo anti-inflammatory pumpkin pie in the refrigerator. And even though it's paleo anti-inflammatory, I didn't need any more of that. Like, eating more even clean sugar is not what my body needed. Yet it was trying to convince me to do so. So the next thought I saw was, oh, you should just go have some pumpkin pie. Like, it's the holidays and it's clean, and you know, you deserve that. That just sounds really good. Like, watching all these thoughts go by in my mind. And I've spent a lot of time learning how to observe these thoughts without attachment. So what I mean is, instead of reacting to waking up this morning and right away saying, I'm not going to eat anything, like the thought I had, or I'm going to eat very little, like the thought I had yesterday, I didn't wake up and immediately just start to say, okay, I'm not eating anything today. Instead, I had a new thought of eating the pumpkin pie, and then I didn't react to that either, right? I didn't go to the refrigerator and start eating pumpkin pie. I just observed the thoughts. They become entertaining when we can detach ourselves from them, right? It's like, oh, what is my mind coming up with now for me? And instead, I really believe in going back to the basics. So if you've been following me for very long, you know that I'm a huge advocate of drinking a bunch of water. It's the #1 way to push loads of inflammation from your body without even changing your diet. And for adults, I recommend 1 gallon of water per day. If you scroll down or search water, a live video for water on this page, you'll see a video that tells you all about why that's important. But so I'll start the morning off with a quart of water, drink that, and make it nice and warm with some lemon, because that cleanses the blood and cleanses the system even more. And then I'm like, okay, I want this pumpkin pie. The other part of me says to do this cleanse. So instead, I'm just going to make a smoothie with some nice clean protein powder, because clean protein really helps to stabilize our blood sugar level. So if you can get some clean protein in you every few hours and stick with, if I'm craving from that sugar, even though it was like maple syrup and coconut sugar, all anti-inflammatory sugars, but they still triggered a sugar response that made me want to crave more of them. because I have been a longtime sugar addict. And even though I don't eat processed sugar, the natural sugars can still trigger a craving for me sometimes if I eat too many of them, like I did yesterday. So I'm just gonna have some fruit, some natural whole fruit full of fiber in with the protein, the clean protein powder, and make a smoothie. That was like my compromise. That felt really good. And then move the body, right? Like go outside, move your body, enjoy the day. It's easy to get stuck in front of the TV or on the computer doing Black Friday, shopping away, or watching the movie marathons, but record some of them for later. Go outside, go for a walk, go play with your kids on the playground. We live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we got loads of snow. Let's see if I can turn this around and show you. Isn't that pretty? So I think we're gonna try and go do a little cross-country ski. Just go play. Go like connect with nature, connect with yourself, get back inside your body. And that will be a turning point for you to feel grounded, to feel vibrant, energetic, and healthy through the holiday season. Because when you can make that choice of water, clean protein, and some, you know, if you're still craving some sort of sugar, having healthy fruit or a clean treat. I write about this all in my book, Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet. So you can learn more about that, and you can even grab a free copy on my website at www.jennycarhealth.com. But when you follow those basics, you guys, through the holidays, it actually shifts your neurotransmitter makeup, the neurotransmitters that are made in your liver and large intestine. You're able to create more neurotransmitters when you drink the water, eat the clean protein, have clean treats on hand instead of the Oreos or all the other Christmas cookies that are about to flood the inbox, right? And so you can make choices more easily that support your well-being and not feel deprived, because you can have yummy cookies and holiday treats made with non-inflammatory sugars that will help you feel so good. Otherwise, here's what happens. Thanksgiving becomes the snowball effect where we stuff ourselves. Then we start to feel bad, just like the thoughts I was sharing with you earlier in this live, right? Oh, I deserve some pumpkin pie, or I should just finish off the pumpkin pie. So then I finish that off. I continue to not feel well. And I say, well, it's the holiday season. I'm just going to go for it. Let's start cooking. Let's go to Black Friday and eat cookies all through the stores. And the holiday season starts now. And we use that as an excuse to continue eating our way through the holiday season full of inflammatory foods. Most people gain on average around 10 pounds per holiday season. Isn't that crazy? So and for me, it's not even about the weight, although no one wants to gain 10 pounds, or most people don't want to gain 10 pounds of unwanted weight, right? But what that weight represents is low energy, digestive disorders, chronic headaches, brain fog, aches and pains in the body. It represents all the chronic symptoms that may be subtle or may be yelling at you. They get louder and louder and louder as we eat more inflammatory foods. So back to the basics we go, you guys. Observe your thoughts. Notice what your mind is saying. Instead of reacting, think about it and go say, what are the basics? Water, clean protein, and a clean treat or some fruit. If you want to learn more about it, go to my book. Grab a free copy of my ebook, international best-selling book, Piece of Cake, The Secret to an Anti-Inflammatory Diet, at www.jennycarhealth, JENNYCARR health.com. Have a great day. I hope this helps.